This episode of Bouts Talking Bouts, excited to be speaking with an individual who's got a bantamweight bout going down on September the 18th. Heili Alateng taking on Gustavo Lopez, and happy to be speaking to Gustavo once again. How's the day going so far, man? You were just telling me you were getting back from training there, so how did the session go there?
It was my last day of sparring, and actually it was by far the best sparring of the whole camp. Things are just coming together. Throughout the training camp, I was sparring with Cody Stamann. That's one of the top 15 in the world, and he's just been helping me so much, just getting ready and getting such a high level of training partner. So when we're going to the fight, we're gonna go in there and just feel so much better.
Yeah, because I was noticing in your interview with John Hyun Ko there, you were talking about the Cody Stamann work. Is that kind of like newer to this camp here, or has this relationship been developing on a training partner level for a little bit now?
It's been developing for a while. He moved over to Xtreme maybe a year or two ago, and we slowly been training together. This camp was just more. We started sparring more together because it's the perfect look. Heili's a wrestler. With good boxing, so we decided to bring the best out here. How you doing, boy?
I was going to say you get no shortage of great looks where you're at, though. I mean, at Xtreme Couture, you're training with everyone from, Jenna Fabian to Gerdershawn Manget, so a lot of great looks from a myriad of promotions there.
Exactly. Yeah, very, very blessed to have the opportunity and just have the family like that, to be able to have that kind of level of competition of training partners, because, the whole plan is to be able to train so hard to make the fight look easy.
Yeah, and that's a good thing you touch on there, because it seems like, in addition to there being high-level martial artists there's a certain friendly rapport and level of kinship, like a family dynamic that's pretty pronounced there. So how key is it to kind of have that side of it, though, just the real pronounced communal aspect, but also getting in that great work?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We and Cody have been going to getting a bond together, that's growing. When he first got here, he was working more on his ground, and now he's incredible on it. So I'm excited to see him grow and be able to help him with that, and actually him being able to be, spar with me and move around and kind of, show me the little mistakes that I'm making and just making me better. It's absolutely amazing.
And it seems like on a mentorship sort of level too, there's a pronounced kind of dynamic like that, in that area as well. I mean, like Miesha Tate seems like she's been pretty big in your growth on a number of levels. Can you kind of talk about that dynamic there?
Yeah, 100%. Me and Miesha's friendship been going on for over 10 years now. Me and her have been training partners, and she was actually my manager for a while after she retired, and then now I came back. But the friendships that I've had with Miesha, with Brian Caraway, with all my coaches, these training partners, these teammates and training partners of mine, definitely a mentorship that Miesha definitely provides. Like she's always been like that mom figure that's kind of just showing me the way, making sure things are done right. She's a very headstrong woman that understands that you need to put in the hard work to to showcase how good you want to be in there.
Yeah, and it strikes me as something that would have like a pay it forward kind of sense, like a lineage whereby you would teach some of the different fighters that are maybe looking up to you in the next little bit. Is that sort of something you'd be looking to do as well?
100%. Anytime we get some new guys in the gym, I'm always able to, I always want to help as much as possible, because that's the kind of way, Miesha, showed me, and the way, Brian and everybody that kind of been helping me before. Another mentor of mine that was able to help a lot was Brian, Joseph Benavides. He was training with Xtreme Couture for a while, and having his level of guidance, and him being a 25 or him being lower weight, understanding stuff, it's just been amazing to have that kind of level of people to be able to help me. Come here.
I was gonna say, you got Yoshi making a cameo there. Is that what's going on there?
Oh yeah, he just barking away. he's a big attention whore.
No, I'm a big dog guy, man. It's all good. No, it seems like you have a cool rapport with the dog there. A lot of cool, social media videos and stuff like that there.
Yeah, he's amazing. Lucky, got really lucky with him.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm a big sucker for the pets, so it's all good. My cat tends to do a cameo in some interviews that I do. So, but something else I was noticing on the social media is just like a lot of pervasive optimism, and that's something that I really enjoy seeing. It's just a cool way to use your platform. Like, why is it such a, I guess, paramount thing to spread that positivity and use your social media for those kind of purposes? Because certain times social media can be a bit of a negative place, so it's good to see you out there kind of showcasing what you're doing and just keeping a smile on. It's nice, man.
I'm actually just generally happy, dude. I work so hard for making this lifestyle of mine, work, and I'm just I started doing a lot of reading, doing a lot of just listening to books and about just, controlling the mind, meditating, and just, there's things that we have to do to just make us, just be grateful for the little things that we have. Waking up every morning, it's amazing. Oh, do you hear me? Yeah. Waking up every morning is an amazing thing, and being able to have, fight for the UFC and be able to still work with this crazy pandemic that they're in. It's just, there's so much things to be grateful for, and if you just think about stuff like that, it makes the day just go so much better.
Yeah, it's an awesome mentality, man, and good to hear that you have that kind of perspective. It definitely comes across. But you talk about the gratitude working with UFC, and UFC Pi seems like that would be part of the proverbial gratitude umbrella there. Like, it seems like a real enormous asset for you. Can you kind of talk about the UFC Pi and what it's done to, I guess, grow your game?
It's been amazing. The fact that that the UFC fighters have that facility to work with, and also the coaches and nutritionists, the doctors, everybody's in there. Sole purpose is to make you better. From the nutritionists, the doctors, the strength conditioning coaches, the physical therapists, they're literally, they're there. Like, we build a friendship with them, and they're actually, family to us now. Because, without them, like, there's days, you get a little hurt here and there, and they fix you up. You have problem with your weight. The nutritionist and strength conditioning coach, Bo, has been an amazing asset to my, to my camp. I feel so much stronger I've ever felt. I'm actually in the best shape I've ever been. My weight's been, I'm already getting ready to fight. Like, usually I cut from 51 the week of. I've been walking around at 51 for the past 3 weeks, just maintaining it and just feeling great. Usually I got to diet down and then cut from 51. But now, we're planning on getting down to maybe 45, 47 the week of the fight, and slowly, get there and then do the weight cut that one night and just make the weight really easy and rehydrate up. And I have everything to thank is to Nicole and my nutritionist, and then Bo, my strength conditioning coach, that's been putting in so much work and just making me just so much stronger. I'm just so blessed to be able to have that facility to just, it's such an asset for us, for sure.
Yeah, well, glad to hear you're able to, optimize what you're doing and have a more casual cut for some of these fights. But in talking about this next fight here, your opponent, pretty tenured on a few different circuits there, like, one championship, Road FC, Kunlun fight, been in the UFC for a few bouts as of now. Are you a guy that's avidly doing tape study on your opponents? Are you more so kind of focusing on what you're doing there? And I guess if you are kind of going with the former more than the latter, like, what are your thoughts on your opponent's big stylistic attributes heading into this one?
I feel like it matches me well. Him being a wrestler that wants to strike is great for me, because that's my game. I'm the wrestler that wants to strike as well. So it's gonna see who could implement their game plan first. And I'm telling you, I'm in shape and feel amazing right now. Absolutely killer right now. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no, definitely coming across, man. You seem very, locked in and ready to go there. But one more thing I wanted to kind of touch on here, because I thought it was a fun photo there, is you meeting Shaq there. I'm kind of curious what the backstory to that situation was, because that was a cool one on your Insta there.
Actually, I was at the PI just doing my recovery to the end of the day, and he just shows up. He literally just showed up. I'm not sure what he was doing at the PI. I'm not sure, maybe doing some work with Heather. I saw her in there with them, and just walked in and just kind of like, hey, can I get in the whirlpool and then the ice bath? And I'm like, yeah, no big deal. And I kind of just let him do his thing for a minute, and then we slowly started talking, and just, he asked him questions like, man, how do you do that? How do you fight and do that? I'm like, the same way you play ball is something we love to do, and it's just, I go out there and I'm blessed to be able to, to do something that I love. It's actually amazing. And it was just kind of, small talk here and there, and it was before, we got in the ice bath together. It was pretty cool. And then just asked if I could get a photo, because that's one of those times like, wow, it's Shaq.
I was going to say, how many celebrity interactions are at the PI there? Is it a common occurrence to see certain pop culture figures roll through, or was that a bit of an anomaly?
I've seen a couple. I've actually seen a couple. It's definitely rare, but it does happen from time to time. Athletes like that, or like celebrities like that, they have a connection with somebody, and they definitely want to check out things like this, because the PI it's an amazing facility. It's 100% just amazing how Dana White and everybody in the UFC kind of made that facility for the fighters, and just to make us even better.
Yeah, it seems like an international standard kind of place for sure, man. But you've been really good with your time. It's been fun getting to talk to you, but also want to be mindful of the rest of your schedule, man. So to that point, is there anything you might want to add kind of as a parting thought as we're wrapping things up?
Nothing at all, but just, just for the people out there listening, and having a hard time right now, it's really important to be grateful for the good things that we have in our life, and just enjoy the good times when we can.
Yeah, I love the positivity, man, and a good follow on social media. Definitely a good account to follow. Good to see that instead of some of the usual noise out there. But it's going to be a great fight, one I'm very much excited for, and it goes down September 18th, UFC Fight Night, a bantamweight tilt between Heili Alateng and Gustavo Lopez. Thanks for coming on the show, man, and offering up some great insights. Hopefully you and Yoshi have a great rest of your night, and yeah, excited to see this fight, man.
Awesome, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.